This segment of Showcase is brought to you by the Chesterfield Food Bank and Outreach Center, and we are here in the pantry with Nick Jenkins. Nick, what is this place?
So this is the pantry here at our main location on Route 10, and this room is used throughout the week to serve in a few different ways. One, we have crisis walk-ins, people who are in need of food, but they have no food, and it's not a Friday for a Saturday or a Monday for distribution. So we provide bags of groceries to get them through until the next distribution. We also work with different local organizations and ministries that provide hot meals and other programs, and we are able to put those orders together in this room. And then it also ties into our school pantry program.
Tell us about this one.
Yeah, so we started off in like right over 10 schools, and we rapidly went to 15, and by the end of 2025, we hit the over 20 mark. So we're in over 20 schools here in Chesterfield County. We have a rack, a pantry, a place in these schools to make the food accessible to children. So it's shelf-stable items that are kid-friendly, along with non-food items like toothbrushes, deodorant, things like that. And that way, as we're serving our students, they have access to these items with no loss of dignity. And then there's also information in there for the families if they need more assistance through the food distributions that we provide as well.
That's incredible because, you want kids to be at school and learn. You can't learn if you're hungry, and if you feel like the personal hygiene is causing a problem where it's giving you anxiety around your other student friends, that's a really big deal.
It is, and that's a lot of what we do. It's not just about providing food. It's really about providing hope and dignity back to the amazing clients that we have the opportunity to serve, because they're our neighbors. That's our, it may not be my child or that my actual neighbor living next to me, but
right.
It builds the community. So the more that we can take care of each other and make sure that we're covering these gaps and making sure that these items are accessible, that are basic necessities, the better our community will be.
I agree with you there, and I think that sometimes we forget for a moment that it's really hard. Some people are literally one paycheck away from not having food or paying one electricity bill, or you get into a medical situation and that's where all your money is going. You really have to make hard choices about what's going to happen, and food shouldn't be a choice. Food should be for everybody.
And that's a reality. I think more of our community is really feeling that pressure, given just the current cost of living, the cost of food, just inflation as a whole. There's very few people that aren't being impacted by it, and there's a silver lining to that. Obviously, we want to see the economy get better. We want to see people do better. But there's a reality that it brings us all back to almost like an equalizer, where we realize we're not that different. Our situations aren't that far apart, and we could all find ourselves in that place. So if I'm not there, let me help someone who is.
That's amazing. Now, I know that keeping this stocked is not an easy thing to do because there is such a need, like you were saying. How can we as a community be involved more as partners?
So it's very easy, and we encourage it. We are a community-run organization. We would not be able to do what we do without our community support. So if anyone's looking to get involved, whether it's an individual, a family, or a business, they can go on our website at cfboc.org, and we have 3 easy ways. Give your time by volunteering at a distribution or here in the pantry during the week. Give food by hosting a food drive or just picking up a few extra cans, or make that financial contribution and go online and make that donation so that we can continue to push this mission forward.
I think it's a great idea. It'd be just as easy for a business or a workplace to say, this week, instead of doing special coffee, we're all going to bring in an extra can of food and donate it. It would be simple and massively impactful for everyone.
It is huge. It's every donation. So, one of the things that we like to say is every can counts, every dollar makes a difference, and every person can find a place to get involved.
That's great. And if you want to get involved, there are so many ways, like Nick said, for you to be able to do that, whether you're a business, you're an organization, you're an individual. If you want to volunteer or donate, you can do that and be a part of it. Where do we go for more information?
cfboc.org. So it's Chesterfield Food Bank Outreach Center, just the first letters, .org. Thank you all so much for being out with us today.
We're happy to be here for sure. This segment of Showcase is brought to you by the Chesterfield Food Bank and Outreach Center.